to see me, just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at Paul's masquerade. I am both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take
Hello, hello. How are you? Me to have a little orange kitty and the cat reminds me of her. Good. Orange cats are the best, honestly. Orange cats are the best, 100%. And let me do my intro. Ooh, kind of glitched out there a little bit. So have you heard of our Lord and Savior, the Biddy God? Well, look no further, for it is I, KaboChama, but you can just call me Daddy. So, hi, SpongeBob voice. I'm ready. I'm so bad at SpongeBob. I can't do a SpongeBob voice, but I believe you that you can. So we are going to be doing KaboClass. Yay! So today's KaboClass is going to be Flat Color 101. Also, if you can't hear me, just let me know. Actually, I'm going to turn the music down even more. Oh, you can't even hear it now, can you? Okay, well, so I really didn't like that my mic was picking up the like the noise from my computer, so I decided to turn down my mic volume basically all the way until you can't hear it. But that also means you can barely hear me. So if it's like, here, what if I like, okay. Had to turn your volume up, but I can, okay, so you can, great, awesome. I'm gonna be trying to talk louder so that you can hear me. It's a good exercise because I always talk really, really low anyway. So it's good for me to be able to talk louder and like extend my voice or like project my voice. That's what I mean. Feel free to yell. I'm not gonna yell at you, but I might have to. So just like tell me if you can't hear me, and I'll speak up. You're gonna have to remind me a lot. We can take it. I don't want to be screaming the whole time though, so I'm not going to. But anyway, so today we're gonna be doing what are we doing? Flat color 101. Yeah. So this works for both like traditional and digital mediums. But if you are here following along right now, either draw some lineup real fast or just like sit there and watch, because the concepts of what we'll be doing can translate really easily into traditional. I just can't go and like draw the same line art for you. I can't just like come into like your house and be like, hello, I'm going to draw a line up for you immediately right now. Yeah, so, but like I said, you can, the concepts are really easy. You can just like, boop, 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 you know, it'll be great. Anyway, so let's get into it, guys. This is what we're going to be working on. It's me, if you can't tell. I drew this up like really, really fast right before the stream. Oh, I should probably, here, wait. I'm going to pop this link into chat. I mean, once I figured out how to teleport and share info with you, totally welcome to come draw some line art for me. Yeah, when you when you learn how to teleport, let me know, and I'll teleport and draw you line art. Totally, 100%. Anyway, if you're doing digital, then you can grab that and use that for KaboClass. Is what we're doing. We're doing whatchamacallit 101. So find that tutorial thingy. You'll be great. You'll be fine. You'll be great. So, oh no, wait. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Come here, you little piece of shit. Okay. There we go. So, here we go. So, flat color, right? So, I have a bunch of photos over here, and I'm going to show you like 3 different ways of doing flat color on your stuff. The first one, of course, is gonna be traditional. I have a like a little fill layer in this folder. Oh, and all of the colors are up here. I already color swatched for you guys. So it's right there. Anyway, so I don't know what program you're using, but for me, I like to do my flat color with a big brush. Love the color swatch? Yeah. It's good. Anyway, so you grab this color right here. What I do is I come over here with my stylus, and then I do like a little right click, and it copies the color. I don't know if your programs are gonna be able to do that, but mine does. Anyway, then we do flat color. So back in the day, we just go like, yeah, here we go, flat color, woo, yay, amazing. Which is a totally valid and reasonable way to do it. However, then you have to spend your time like going in and being like, okay, now I need to erase everything that went outside of the line. Or you'd be going in and being like, okay, with a really small brush, you'd be like, okay, I gotta make sure everything stays in the line, right? Which is totally fair and totally valid. However, there are a lot of easier ways to go about that with digital stuff. Like even if you're doing it if you're doing it digitally, but like in a traditional fashion, there's a lot of easy ways to go about it. If you're doing it like traditional, like straight up, like you got like a piece of paper and some color pencils, good luck. It's just gonna take you a long time. You're just gonna have to deal with that. So what you want to do, I mean, there's a lot of, we're gonna get to clipping in a second, but if you're doing like literal color pencils, what you want to do, this is a really good thing to like make your your flat color pop, is to go in and go to a color on your color wheel that's more on the cooler side. So go to where like the blues are, kind of just a little bit, like right there. And then you want to go like a little bit deeper in, like right there. And you want to like go across your edges like this. And you want to get your little blendy tool, your finger or your little like paper swatch, and you want to blend it out like this. Oh, come on. And I do it like that. See how that looks like, kind of like fake 3D now? Nice, right? So that's what you would do for like the outlines of stuff, and then if you wanted to go to like a little highlight almost, you go towards like the yellow side of the wheel, just a little bit, and then you would take it slightly closer to white, just a little bit. And you get your color, and you put it like right here, and like right here, and right here. And then you get your this thingy. Just do a little bit of blending. Wow, look at that! So nice. See? It's very nice. Very cool. So that's what you would do in a traditional sense. You would just go all the way around, and then when you're done, you would take your eraser and like make sure, I'm on blend still, that's why. You would get your eraser and you would just like go along your edges, make sure that they're nice and crisp, like that. Ta-da! Yay! It looks so good! So pretty! Wow! And so you would continue to do this for the rest of the image. And you would have a nice flat image, or flat color little session going on. I would continue with this. However, I do want to make these a little shorter so that people have a chance to like see the finished product, or like go to another technique if this one isn't like vibing with them. But if you're doing traditional and you want to just like stick with this, then just like continue to do this as I'm talking about other things. Maybe open your mind to doing something else with digital, maybe. Digital just is not necessarily easier, it just is less time consuming. So if you're making a lot of art, I would highly suggest doing digital, because you can just like whip out all of your art and it's super easy. Anyway, so that's traditional flat color without any like, I like the smallest amount of color theory, the smallest amount. So then I want to talk about clipping. So clipping is something that you can do in any digital program. It's basically, you have a layer. I'll show you. I'll just make all of this go away. Yeah, so you have a layer. Like I made all of these clipping layers before. So you have a layer and you fill in that layer with a color. It doesn't matter what it is. And you pop another layer on top of it, and you, whatever your settings are, just go and make that layer on top of it a clipping layer to clip to the layer below it. And what it does is, watch. Okay. Here, let me show you. Whatever you draw on this layer on top will stay in the layer below. Like whatever is covered by the layer below, it will stay in it. So like watch, like, oh no, I went out the lines, but look! It stays in the lines because it's clipping to the layer below. Like you can only see what's on the layer below. But if I were to unclip this layer, yeah, it's really nice. If I were to unclip this layer, watch. Now you can see all my shitty coloring, and it doesn't stay in the line. But if I clip it, it stays in the line because I made sure that this under one, this bottom layer, is within the lines. So what I usually do is I call the under layer the quote-unquote fill layer. So and once you do like shadows and stuff on top of it, it's really easy to just go back to the fill layer and then like, you know, clip everything to that, so that you don't have to deal with like going back and like spending time erasing everything all the time, because that's super time consuming, and it's so annoying. So clipping is super useful. And what's really, really cool with clipping layers, well, actually, no, I don't want to talk about that right now. We're going to do the same thing with the skin layer. I'm going to go in the skin layer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the skin layer. With my skin color. Just like the whole layer is going to be filled, but it's only going to catch the stuff that the fill layer is on. So watch. See? Now all my skin is that color. Super useful, right? And then we can go in and do like the little like shadow thingy. I'm going to go in and do this and show you how easy it is. You don't have to sit there and like, you know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also do this right here. Maybe under the eyes too. Like that. maybe under the hair. Yeah. And then I'm gonna come in and blur it out. And look, it's just staying in that clipped layer, so I don't have to sit there and erase everything all the time. I don't have to waste my time like doing menial tasks. I can just move on to the next thing. It's very useful. Yeah. Digital is so less time consuming. Like, I'm literally doing flat color so fast and easy. I didn't like how that turned out, so I'm gonna go on top of it with the original skin color to make the darker parts kind of go away a little bit, because I didn't like how intense that was. It was a little too dark for me. So like, wow, look at that! So cool. I'm gonna grab that darker color again and just go along the lines. And I don't care, I can do it so fast. I don't care about staying in the lines because I'm clipping to the layer below it. This is a little tricky. I'm just gonna do that. Just follow along. This is a shirt, so there's no like end of the skin that you can see, so you just want to like make a little like shadow where the not necessarily shadow, just a little darker part where the shirt is going over the skin right there. So then we have this, yay! And then I'm gonna do a little bit of the lighter color. Just do it like right there, right there, right there. Yeah, maybe on like the tip of the ear. That would catch some light, right? Maybe in the center right there. Yay! Look at that! Wow! So cool. Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Bam! So now we have our nice skin color. And so if you look at it, it kind of looks like a little 3D. That's what we want. We always want to do flat color to create a sense of, or if you want to do like quote unquote like sparkly, like more intense flat color, you want to make it useful, you know? And with anime, it like looks 2D anyway, so you really want to make it look as 3D as possible. So you want to give it some shape, give it some form. And this is especially important with skin. You don't want just like flat skin that's boring, that's gross. So that's how you would do skin tones. And then I guess we'll do the shirt now. I do want to show you some really useful stuff for the shirt. Actually, no, I lied. I don't want to do the shirt. I'll show it to you for hair. Flat skin is gross, got it. Yeah, exactly. Flat skin, gross. You want 3D skin. 3D skin, yeah. I want to show you it for hair, yeah. So I'm going to grab my hair color right here. And then I'm going to fill it with it. Oh, right. There. Forgot to make the layer underneath visible. But look, see? Okay, but look how flat that looks compared to my skin layer, right? It looks pretty gross, pretty flat. So there's a few things you can do. You can do what I was doing here with the like getting the darker color and the lighter color and kind of highlighting and shading almost a little bit to make it more 3D, more rounded. But what that's gonna do is it's gonna round the hair and make it look like it's a bunch of like cylinders, which is not how hair works. So, you know, you could go strand by strand and like try and like make like it look like hair, but and I'll go over that in flat color 102 when we do textures. But for now, I just want to show you a really easy way of doing it. So grab this color, your hair color, go over to your gradients. You can do a gradient on top of a clipping layer. So we're gonna do foreground to background. I have my color right here, and I'm gonna change my background color to something that's I would say just like a little bit darker, like a little bit towards the blue area, and then you want to go to the just like a little bit darker, like that. Okay? So now when we make our, and you want to go, you can do either way. Usually you want to do like the darker color at the bottom and the lighter color at the top, but you can just go boop. Well, I did it backwards. There. I don't know. I want it kind of more like, yeah, like that. And see how that's a little bit more like, not necessarily more 3D, but a little bit more interesting than just like flat orange, you know? Sometimes you can go foreground to transparent and make it a little lighter, just a little bit. Just go like, whoop. There. Yeah. Or maybe like that. No, I want it more. Yeah, something like this. And then it kind of looks like there's like shadow highlight almost. But yeah, you saw how I like made it a little lighter, a little bit more close to the yellow to show that it's like more of a highlight. Same concept with the skin tone, you know? You want to always have like that gradient of threes. So this is, I would say this is pretty good for hair gradient, and you would create the hair texture with your highlights and your shadows when we get to that point. We won't get there today, we'll get there later on KaboClass Shadows and Highlights 101. I might use like the same thing and just like do the shadow and highlight. But yeah, so this is a good way of filling it in too, and it looks much better. And it's much faster than doing anything with like erasing. And then I want to show you, now we'll do the shirt. So for the shirt, I want to show you something a little different. So I want to do what we did with the hair. And I don't, if you can see, ooh, that was kind of a jump scare. There we go. Okay. So I put the color as shirt right here, and then this is stripes and leather. So this is the shirt base color, and we're gonna use that. We're not gonna deal with the stripes until later. I'll show you. So what you want to find is the base color you want, and then you can either fill it like this and have it, you know, that's like your base shirt color, or you can get the gradient, which is what I like to do, of course. I'm gonna come just a little bit closer to the blue, a little bit darker, and then we're gonna do a gradient, foreground to background, should be good. I'm gonna do it a little bit more like this. No, like, no. Yeah, like that. That's good. And now I'm gonna take this color, make it go a little bit more towards the yellow, just a little bit. And a little bit brighter. We're gonna do foreground to transparent. And I used the wrong color. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Just a little bit lighter. Okay. Yeah, like that. So, same concept as the hair. And then on top of this shirt layer, we're gonna grab this color. We're gonna make a new layer, make that a clipping layer as well. And instead of keeping it on a normal, we'll talk about blending modes later, but you're gonna find your blending mode options, or you can just do normal, that's fine if you don't know where it is. But if you do, go to your blending options and go to multiply. So you have a multiply layer that's clipping to the layer below it. So then you want to get whatever pen you have, and you want to create stripes. Like my stripes on my shirt, you see? See how they go down my arm? We're gonna replicate that. So we're just gonna go try and get them as even as you can. Sometimes it's hard. Mine is a little bit too skinny, so I'm actually gonna make my pen a little thicker. Yeah, it's better. And I'm trying my best to follow like the whatchamacallits, the folds in the fabric as best I can, but not too intensely. Grabs a bigger pencil. Yeah. But what's really great is you can erase it, and it'll still have the gradient underneath because this is a new layer. Where was it? Oh, it's down there. Okay. Okay, and then these are the rolls on the sleeves, so they're kind of like just darker. So just color them in. Okay. And then for the collar, it's like down stripes. Like that. I'm just following the form and kind of fixing things as I go. But I'm not afraid of going outside of the lines because I can always retrace my steps and either erase it and have everything beneath it still be okay. Or it'll just like stop at the clipping layer or the fill layer. Yeah, and then you have this. Well, no, hold on. Sorry. No! Okay. Bam. Now I have a shirt. Wow! It didn't really take very much time. Wow! Okay. Oh wait, shit. Sorry. I'm not done. Okay, now I'm done. Wow, a shirt! Yeah. So one of these days you'll have the tools to draw digitally. It's okay if you don't. Like I said, the skills kind of just translate. It's just how much time are you gonna spend on it, you know? That's the real question. Or how much time do you want to spend on it? That's the question. So the next one we're gonna do are the gloves and accessories. We're basically done. Like if you can, I don't know, if you can tell, but we're basically done. So for the gloves and straps, it's this color up here again, right there. I'm just gonna make it just flat, that color. Yeah. And then I'm gonna grab this. For details like this, you really don't need to go like too in depth with your like coloring. Cause like why spend all that time on something that basically no one's gonna look at? Can't forget the horror gloves, yeah. They're very important. And that's how I would do it. And then you can come in and do, like go on the skin and do the eyes. Basically what I do is I get a white color. I just go kind of ham on the inside of the eye. Ta-da! Wow! And I also did like the tongue and stuff. I did a tongue color. You can come down here and color that in. If you really want to be cool, you can do like a little bit of a lighter color like this and get a sharp edge. I guess this works. And do like boop, boop. Oh, that looks actually kind of terrible. I would go even further up. Yeah. Like that. Now it makes it look kind of wet when you have like a sharp edge to it. And you can do like a little shadow too. Maybe. I should have done this before. But I didn't. So here we are. You might have to touch up your skin tones. Not very much, I guess. Just a little bit. There you go. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab this for the eyes. I put my eye colors in there. So you can just go in. Do this. And you can, you know, do your eyes however you want to do eyes. Everyone has a different way of doing eyes. But I'll show you how I do mine. You can get your little... It's actually kind of bad. Hold on. Okay. You can get this and you blend it. You don't have to blend it too intensely if you don't want to. Sometimes I like to though. Depends. And then I like to go in with a light and do just like some sparkles, just a little bit. But make sure that they're the same on either side. Blending really does make a difference. It does! Look at that! Oh, right. I also wanted to do this on like the little eyelid part. And you can surround the eye with it too. Maybe go into the inner part of the eye. Just a little bit. Sometimes I like to do my eyelashes like that. Or my under eyelashes. Yeah. Okay. So, if you want to do blushies, you can do another clip layer on top. I did a little blushy. And you can just go like right here, maybe on the nose too. Get your blendy. It's a little too big. Yeah, blushies are really good. A little bit of see? Cute! You can even go and do like color burn. Make it a little lighter. Yeah, if you want. I was in the blending options. You always want to make a new layer for your blush. Because otherwise you're going to start blending into your skin and it'll go away. You don't want that. You don't want that. Okay, so this is if you're really working really hard on a traditional or on a digital piece, and you're going to spend hours and hours on it doing a bunch of different things, I would highly suggest doing it this way because you have a lot of control over where your lighting is coming from, and how your gradients work and how your textures are. It's very useful. But I'm going to show you an even faster way of getting everything done. Okay? So that's the clipping, right? Okay, we're going to make it go away. Now we're going to do colorize. I don't know if any other program has colorize, but I'm going to show you what I do in Clip Studio Paint. So we have your fill layer right here, and the line art is right here. You want to go to your line art layer. You want to go to your settings, your layer settings, and mark it as a reference layer, or press this little button, which is set as reference layer right there. You want to click it, and now it's a reference layer. Then you want to go into this folder that is labeled Colorize, go on top of the fill layer, grab all of your colors, and just like put them down in the general area of where they're supposed to be. This is what I do with all of my commissions. So you just like color, color, color. Just need some skin color. Let's get the hair going. Just kind of like do this a little bit. It doesn't matter if it goes over the lines. This is all about putting color down, not about accuracy. It's fast and easy, I promise. We'll do this one. We're not going to worry about the stripes. Just do this. We're going to put in the stripes later. Oh, I forgot. This needs to be colored too. Get some straps, get some of this. Some of this. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the stem on the last one. You would just go like, and then like get your blending and just blend it. Do that in the clipping one if you want to. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Anyway, so then you're going to come over here to edit. Once you have all your color down in the general place you want it, don't worry about details. If you worry about details, it'll fuck it up. You want just blocks of color. That's all you want. Blocks of general color. Anyway, you want to go to edit. You want to go colorize right here. You want use hint image and colorize, okay? So again, you're on your blocky color layer. You've made your line art, the reference layer, and you want to go into edit, colorize, use hint image, and colorize. And you press it. You have to be connected to the internet. And you press OK. And you just wait for a second. A little bar will show up. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, right for it. Bam! It's basically colored for you already. Basically in the lines. And since we have our fill layer below, we can just go boop. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's super cool. I forgot, this is still our blocky color. It's not visible anymore. This is the layer that showed up. It'll always be on top of your line art layer. You just want to grab it and pull it to where you want it, which for us is in this colorize folder. And you want it to, I'll just put it right there. You want it to clip to your fill layer right there, and look, it's already in the lines. It's already in the lines. Super nice, super cool. And of course, it's like a little like weird, but you have the gradients, you know? You even have like the gradients within like the ruffles of your clothing and everything. Sometimes it gets the skin really nice too. Yeah, see? So it has like right here, it's a little darker, and right here it's a little darker. Right on those edges that we made darker, even right here it's a little darker. And like right here is really light. That's exactly where we put everything, all of our shadows and stuff when we were doing the clipping layer, right? So it already did it all for us already. All we have to do is go in and make a few adjustments. So what I like to do, I mean, you can, you know, this one doesn't really matter. Just pretend this one doesn't exist. But you want it just in case you accidentally delete your colorize layer. But what I like to do is I like to go on top of it with just a regular layer. Sometimes I'll clip it, sometimes I won't. And I do an overlay layer, and I call this like my color correct layer. So I'll just like go in and I'll call it color correct. Doesn't really matter if you spell it right, as long as you know what you said. So then I like to go in and I like to like grab colors and then just place them on there. See, look. Now everything's like looking all nice and pretty. Cause sometimes it like makes it a little like grumbly, like a little gray, a little grumbly. So sometimes I like to make it a little brighter. Maybe not that bright though. I don't know, maybe I want it this bright. Yeah, that one's good. See? I'll clip it so it stays in the lines. Yeah, but now the hair, you know, isn't looking all that great, so then we have to go on top of the hair and just like, maybe that's a little too bright. Maybe I'll darken it a little bit. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, so you just go over it with all of this stuff. I don't know, I kind of like that green. Sorry, I hit you. Wait, no. Shit, I keep hitting you, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can just like go in and like, as long as people don't generally see it, you don't have to be super accurate, you know? Like if no one's gonna see that sliver that I just covered, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so you just like go at it until you're satisfied. Oop, I didn't like that. And if you ever have like this, see how I can see that line right there? If you need that color, see if you do this, it'll just like get whiter and it's just kind of annoying. What you do is you go to your blending options, put it back to normal, grab that color, outline it while you can still see it, grab the color you were just using, and then go back to overlay. And bam! Super useful. Super fast. Yeah. Ooh is right. But like, you know, no one's gonna care that I didn't get that little tiny sliver. No one's gonna care that I got that even though I covered it up already. I didn't have to. Bam. And you just keep going until you're satisfied, you know? And you just keep on clipping all your layers to layers below. So, then I would probably, I like this color, so I'm gonna erase this. Like, see, I messed up. So, go back to normal, grab it, and then bam, you're good again. Now this, I have a feeling, isn't gonna work out when I erase it. I should be in the eraser. See, yeah, it's like too orange to be the shirt color. So what I like to do is I like to come back into here, grab the color that I like, go to the multiply layer, and just color it in, and just not care that you're losing the gradient, because it's such a small piece, you're not going to pay attention to it anyway, and I have a feeling this is going to be the same, so I'm just going to kind of color this in, and this is probably going to be the same too. So I'm just going to color it in, just traditionally, really, really fast. Go back to this, and erase the orange that I put on top. And I didn't do this well enough, so I'm going to do it again. There we go. Yeah, see? I have a feeling this one isn't going to like it if I do it correctly, so I'm just going to not care about the gradient. Go onto that original layer. this one I do care about a little bit. There we go. I think this is fine. This is a good color. I don't really want to change that. Okay, so now I have this, right? I'm gonna go up here and just kind of put this here. And see how it's like, it's keeping that gradient? It's because it's an overlay layer. So it like is influenced by the layers below it. Okay, so now we have this, and I'm gonna grab this color. We're gonna do the stripes on the shirt. So I'm gonna do a normal layer, clip it. I'm actually gonna make it multiply. I'm gonna do these again. Yeah, so overlay is like, here, watch. So if I do normal, it's just like flat color, right? But overlay, kind of like, ooh, that's not good. Glad I did that. So it's kind of gross, right? Like there's no depth, there's no 3D. It's everything's kind of muted. It's gross. But overlay, it's like if you took, I don't know if you know anything about theater, but if you took like a stage light and you put like the color coding on the light, like the little color film over it, and then you shined it on something that was the same color, it would just like brighten it, right? So you're just like kind of like, you're like adding more of the light color onto it, not light as in like lighter like white, but light as in like something that like illuminates something. And so you would just like it makes it influenced by what's underneath. So it won't necessarily turn into that color, but it would be influenced by that color. Yeah, you were a theater kid in high school, so that comparison makes total sense. Amazing. I'm so glad. I was also a theater kid. I have a degree in theater. Anyway though, but yeah, so just like think of like stage lights, and that's how the overlay layer works. Is like you're putting like the things. Theater kids unite. Yes, exactly. So that's how that works. But we're gonna do the stripes. I'm gonna make my thing a little bigger. Now we're just gonna do the same thing as we did earlier. Now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna erase all of this stuff. Unfortunately, clipping layers only clip to things that you want them to clip to. So unless you want to make like a billion gajillion clipping layers, it won't. You know, sometimes you'll have to erase within your clipping layers. Oops. Now we're waiting for it to save. Okay. Shit. There we go. Okay. I don't like how that didn't reach the top. Okay. sometimes I just want to make the edges a bit more sharp, you know? Okay. And then you have this. Sharp edges, got it. Yeah. Sharp edges. Okay. And then on top of this... Oh, wait. I have to do the sleeves. The little cuffs. You would think I would remember my own clothing since I'm wearing it. But I will always forget something. It doesn't matter if it's something that I'm drawing or if it's something that I'm drawing for someone else. I will always forget something. Does not matter. Okay. So, should be good. Now we're gonna do, like the eye stuff. So we're gonna grab a white, come back over here, fill it all in. That's exactly why I listed notes are my saving grace. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm making my little memo pads, my little Kabo memo pads. So I can make more lists. Okay. And then we're gonna grab this color. We're just gonna do the eyes the same way that I did them last time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now sometimes I like to do like my pupil as like orange. I feel like it needs, like when I zoomed out, I feel like it needed a little bit of a difference, you know. So now it looks nice. And we can do one on top. It's an overlay layer with this color. And get like in here, make it pink, a little bit more pink. Do I want to do... No. It's too much. Maybe... No. Maybe like... No. This is good. Yeah, match that color. Bam. Cute! So now we have this base color. So if we go through, we can just kind of see what each one looks like. Yeah, very cute. So this is our lineup, right? We got the traditional, which we didn't finish, but you get the concept. It would just take a really, really long time. So we got the traditional, which it looks pretty good. It just takes so long. And then we got the clipping, which I think looks really, really great. And that was like a little bit of time, but it wasn't too long, you know, because the clipping really makes it faster. And then we have the colorize, which doesn't look to me as good as the clipping one, but it did take a significantly less time than it would have than the clipping one did. So I would say, but it doesn't look bad, you know, because it still has like the gradients and everything. It definitely looks better than it would if it was just like flat color, you know. Like this is like, yes, we're doing flat color 101, but it's like there's a bit of sparkle, a bit of personality to it, you know. So depending on what you're doing, depending on how much time it takes you to do things, I would personally say, if you have the ability to use clipping layers, then definitely do it this way, because this one definitely looks the best to me. Yes, because remember, flat skin color is gross. Exactly. You're already doing 2D. You don't want to like continue to like make it look 2D. It just would look boring. Like you gotta give it a little bit of flair, a little bit of pizzazz, a little sparkle, you know? But yeah. So I personally would say do the clipping layers for the win, 100% all the time. Yes, this looks so great. Love it. I do really quick want to grab my little green and make the stem a little green. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I think this one definitely looks the best, in my opinion. But yeah, so, yeah. So that was basically the end of KaboClass. Do you have any questions for me? Anything I can go over really fast before I peace out? I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna assume no, but you never know. I'm gonna save this as flat. I'm gonna save this as can't think of any at the moment. Yeah. Understandable. I mean, I feel like this was pretty thorough. So I'm actually gonna, now that I have this, I'm gonna keep this, for when we do, I pretty much answered all the ones I thought of already. Amazing, fantastic. So I'm gonna keep this, just for, when we do shading and highlighting 101, so that we have something that we can use, that we can work on. I'm just gonna save it. I really like the clipping one, so I'm gonna delete everything else and leave the clipping layers. I'll keep the colors up. Do you think I should keep the colors up? Yeah, I'll keep them up. Shading and highlighting 101. Yes, but I want it Clip Studio form. No, I don't. I want it Photoshop document. Photoshop document. Okay. Alright. Nice. So now that when we do you know, stuff. Wait, no, I want to make folders. Hold on, I'm gonna go in and make folders. Just in case. Not really just in case, but you know. Okay, shirt and shirt and shirt. Okay, I'm gonna make a shirt layer. Shirt. I'm gonna put all of these in here. Fuck. There we go. Okay, shirt. And this is hair. Skin. Gloves and straps. Okay. I'm gonna save this again. Save as shading and highlighting. Yes. Okay. So we are pretty much done. This music is pretty groovy. What is it from? That's the question. Hold on, let me find out. DJ, wait, what? Slide, it's called Sliding on a Slippery Slope, DJ Cutman and Boppert. I don't know what that means. Or what game that's from. Oh well, anyway, so that is it for me. That is it for KaboClass Flat Color 101. The next flat color that we do will be textures. I'll show you how to do textures and stuff. No clue what that means, but it's a bot. It really is. But yeah, so this is KaboChama signing off. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. Hope you learned something. It's always good for me to be able to do this so that I can like keep my skills up and stuff. So I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. But yeah, so this is KaboChama signing off. I will see you guys tomorrow for Pokemon. I'll be doing Pokemon at 4 p.m. CST. We'll see if my capture card works. I'll actually probably after this see if that works. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna peace out. But it was great drawing with you guys. And I will see you tomorrow, if not later. Alrighty, bye bye. Bye bye.